Well guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. And after the pleasantries of Cambridge, including the odd tipple or two, cheers folks, followed by a little bit of a stressful week getting bits and pieces fixed in the van. It's just really starting to, I think all of the issues that we've had with the van in the last 12 months have just started to weigh pretty heavily. They've only gone and blooming well stolen it. We've made it to Scotland. Now I say we. Nicola's already gone down for a little bit of a mooch. I think she's actually watching, trusted pastime, watching all the cars board a little tiny Calmac ferry. So we have decided to bring ourselves up to Ardnamurchan, which is a little clump of land that sits above one of our favourite islands for wildlife watching, the Isle of Mull. Now with all the various bits and pieces that have gone wrong with the van, our planned just under 3 weeks in Scotland has turned into just over a week. So while the mountains of Torridon or the white sandy beaches of the Outer Hebrides were calling, we decided not to go too far north, and we've ended up in Ardnamurchan. And look who's joined us.
Unfortunately, the last couple of days I've had really bad migraines, so that's knocked a couple of days of my enjoyment. I think I've been eating too much sweet stuff.
I tried to warn her last night.
He did. I never listen.
Never listens. The plan is over the next couple of days to see what we can see on Ardnamurchan. Now what we've seen so far, it seems quite wild in terms of kind of the barren landscapes, and actually more hillier and mountainous than I thought it was going to be.
And I've been getting quite panicky because this wasn't a shopping site. I'm like, what am I going to do for the week?
I know. We decided there's a couple of ways to get across to Ardnamurchan. You can either drive up through Fort William or you can get the little Corran ferry across. We decided to drive up through Fort William. That potentially was a little bit of a mistake because that road leading down from the main road from Fort William down to where the Corran ferry drops you off, it's full of logging trucks and refuge trucks on a little tiny single track road, and those logging trucks absolutely hammer it. So if you were going to kind of come across to Ardnamurchan, you might want to get the little ferry, although it is quite expensive, about 15 quid for a van for about a 2-minute journey.
Yeah, but I reckon for the saving the stress on the road, maybe that's what caused my headache.
Yeah.
I was a bit like this all the time.
So, and actually this little ferry here that we're down at Lochaline, this little ferry heads across to Fishnish on the Isle of Mull, and we've been kind of toying with the idea of jumping over the Mull. We might still do, but for now we're going to go and explore, see what Ardnamurchan has to offer. We actually stayed last night just here in the ferry port, really nice, toilets open 24/7, and actually not the strongest, but a constant Wi-Fi connection as well.
And on the note of toilets, because we do like talking about them, they're actually very clean, lots of loo roll. The only thing is, bring a torch if you're going to stay here, because there's no lights in them, so at night it's pretty dark.
Or eat lots of carrots. Don't do that, it's bad for you.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
We have the potential of an eagle spotting.
It definitely is an eagle, I just don't know which type.
Golden or white-tailed. Of course, we're very close to the Isle of Mull here, which is, as you know from some of our previous videos, a really hot spot for both whitetails and goldens.
I'm not sure from a distance how to tell.
Eagle-tastic though, eagle-tastic. Confirmation, white-tailed sea eagle. Absolutely fantastic. What majestic birds. I remember the first time we came to Scotland, we were like, well, how can you tell whether it's an eagle or it's a buzzard? And then you see a buzzard and an eagle in the same frame and you realise, yeah, it's definitely an eagle. It's a white-tailed sea eagle. Wonderful. So we've brought ourselves into Strontium and we're off for a little bit of a dilly dander. Where are you off to?
I've just seen the sea. I'm going to have a sit down.
I think I mentioned it earlier. Been here before. This is where the gateway to Arundel Oak Reserve. But we're not going to head up there today because of course it's most beautiful in the autumn. So we just thought we would come to the little tiny little...
I'm feeling weary.
We've been going about half a mile.
Yeah, but remember, I'm not well today. I'm recovering. And I haven't been fed either yet.
I was just...
I'm lacking energy, boosting food.
You know the score, guys, you know the score.
And when we went into the little shop, somebody didn't want to buy unhealthy food, so of course I didn't either. And now I'm sad.
But yeah, beautiful views actually over the loch.
Be nice on a full tummy.
We've got lovely soup.
As long as we can have chicken today, a bit bored with tomato.
Okay. And we've also realised that obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Ardnamurchan, bit out in the wilds, not that many kind of places to replenish. And as of tomorrow morning, I think we'll run out of dinners. And we weren't planning on being back into sort of civilization until early next week, so someone is doubly freaking out. And
we're supposed to be being good about not going to cafes and things, and I already ruined that yesterday at Tindrum. So...
with a big saucy bacon sarnie.
It was really good.
Right, well we're going to sit here, take in the view, and then I guess we shall start making our way back to the van.
As long as I can make it back with such bad hunger.
Anyway, one of us will be back on camera once we make it back to the van. See you in a bit.
If I had a boat, I would sail out, take every brother and sister of mine. We'd row in the sunshine and sleep when it's dark, hoping to find somewhere we...
So someone has been fed and watered, and we have driven on another little bit to a wildlife hide. Now interestingly, I didn't realise they were in this area. There's a couple of car parks quite close to each other that are part of the Scotland Forestry Stay the Night, where you can stay overnight for a £7 fee.
Oh, is my ankle's gone again? Oh. Yep, that's my ankle buggered again.
By the way, it's been buggered for the last week or so. It has started to get slightly better. Yes, so there's a couple of forests along here that you can stay the night. £7, flat fee, no services, or I think it's £10 in the odd car park that does have chemical waste disposal and things like that. Now we, and probably in hindsight now with Nicola's ankle, we parked at the furthest car park. Just being quiet because we're getting close to the wildlife hide. We parked at the furthest car park, and then it's a 700-metre walk through the woodland to get to the hide. So let's go in and see whether we can see anything. Will we see any otters? Probably not, but good to have a wee gander anyway. I'll probably be in here massaging her ankle.
There's an otter,
Literally just got here. Nicola said there's an otter or there's a heron. And I was just about to use, I've got a little free scope here, and I was about to use it, and then she spotted the otter. Again, I've brought the wrong blooming lens with me, so I won't be able to show you guys, but...
Can you see it?
Is it in the water?
It's swimming this way, right close to the edge. It was literally eating in front of there, and so it was taunting.
Wow, otters! White-tailed seagulls this morning, and otters this afternoon.
It's literally just out here. It's under in the moment, you'll see in a second.
Wow, wow, wow.
We can come, but it's black, yeah it's black, oh the water's black.
Well, that was absolutely blooming marvellous. An otter. And actually just as I left there, he popped back up again, a bit closer in. Must take the longer lens with me next time. Now, we only paid for an hour's parking, so rather than both of us hightail the 1k back to the car park, I said to Nicola, you hang out there and carry on observing the otter. I'll go back and grab the car, grab the van. There is a car park right by the hide as well. Stunning. Oh, white-tailed seagulls this morning and an otter this afternoon. Brilliant. Right, let's go get the van. It's a bit up and down as well, this old track. Go get the van. Go get the wife. I reckon go get the tea and cake. Oh, he's away down the hill like a champion. Oh My goodness me. I mean, just look out there. GoPro's probably not picking this up, but wow, what a landscape. And down here there's a whole big herd of red deer. Loads of them. Wow. Absolutely loads of them.
What is given, the doors have been sealed. Just breathe in the poison and hope God is real. I'll pick you violet flowers.
Right, well we have continued to head westward towards the most westerly point in mainland Britain, I think it is. Maybe, anyway. So we were going to stop up at, I mean the view was beautiful, but it was blooming windy.
And really cold.
And unfortunately it looks like the little bay that I was hoping to wander down to, it's been overtaken by cows. So
And we know that Nigel doesn't like cows.
I'm not a big fan of cows or carrots. A carrot eating cow, it's my nemesis. So we just brought ourselves about another 5 minutes along the way and just pulled in off the road. It's going to be dark in about 45 minutes anyway. And yeah.
Much more sheltered.
Much more sheltered because that wind was biting. And we shall carry on westward tomorrow morning. Right, cup of tea I think?
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh. See you guys in the morning. Well, good morning guys. It is a bitingly freezing cold morning. So I just spotted 3 or 4 deer running over the hill, and the noise you can probably hear in the background is our gas heater. Yeah, Nicola's not coming out here in this. It's about 7:45 in the morning and it is bitter, bitter cold. So we ended up having to change our parking spot last night. We got all settled in, got all heating on, everything chilled, about to pour a cup of tea, and then realised there was zero, and I mean zero signal for miles around, and Nicola really needed to call her mum. So we ended up driving on about another 10-15 minutes and found this little park up here, which actually was quite sheltered from the wind, but the minute that you walk up on that headland, it's bitter. And of course right here there is zero signal as well, but at least there was some signal. Oh, that'll be the salter man out salting the roads. Ooh, doesn't bode well. Yeah, there was zero signal here, but just up over the hill you'd be able to get signal, so she was able to phone her mum. It was a cold night. Obviously we don't like leaving the LPG, the gas heater on overnight. Bitter, bitter, bitter this morning. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear back into the van. Hopefully as the sun rises we might get a little bit of warmth, but I doubt it. I think it said it feels like temperature something like -6 this morning. So that's all fun and games. I'm going to carry on heading west. I think there's a little community centre in the little village down here, which may or may not offer showers, but at the very least it might offer somewhere a little bit warm to chill out for a bit. No pun intended. Beautiful sky actually this morning. Really quite soft and subtle. Unlike my fingers, which are freezing and brittle. Oh, right, and go back in the van. You coming? Oh, sure. So we're actually down at the little ferry port that takes you across to Tobermory. I think there's only maybe 1 ferry a day, and I don't believe you can book it. I think it's just one of those you just turn up. Now there is a sign up saying a service likely to disruption, which, you know, looking at the state of the sea, maybe that's going to be the case today. I'm not sure whether you can stay here overnight. We might stay here. We're going to head on west towards the lighthouse now and then go across to one of the nice beaches, but we might come back up this way because of course it's a one-way road in and out, so we will be coming back up this way. But right now I think we're going to head up to the little community centre and see what there is to see, and we need to try to pick up some supplies as well, because you know the deal, people. She needs fed. Feeding means happiness, and happiness with her means a happy life for me. Let's go. Ferry stores to see whether... Okay,
Is that it?
It's not a Tesco superstore, but classic. I've just seen this. Look at this one's face, yeah? And then I've just seen the sign that's been engraved in the little seat. If you have forgotten how to smile, come sit down here and rest a while.
I think I need to be there for a couple of years.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the little community centre where we were hoping to be able to have a hot shower, not open until spring. I mean,
Can't wait that long.
No, we'd be a little bit fusty. But let's go in to the ferry stores and see what the lights. Remember, we're still trying to feed this one, given the fact that we don't have a huge amount for lunch or for dinner.
I'm actually, my mood today, I'm not quite sure how to sum it up. I'm not sure if I want to shout, scream, cry, or just, I don't know, shove my face full of food and alcohol. It's one of those days. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh God, yeah.
What a joy you've got in me today.
Right, let's go in and see what's in there. Come on, you go and sit in that seat.
Okay.
Come on, let's feed you.
Well, I won't be going there to buy anything else. I have just been right royally screwed.
He obviously didn't know the mood she was in. Oh my lord.
So, packet of 4 morning rolls, you know, the soft rolls, and a little jar of clotted cream. Now, they didn't have scones because I was thinking, oh, we can have a nice scone and cream tea for Valentine's Day. But I thought I'd get it in preparation anyway. No prices on anything. There was a minimum spend of £5 on the card, and I was thinking, well, I won't have spent enough to use my card. Guess how much? Now put the guesses in the comments and I'll tell you in a minute how much it was. So 4 soft rolls and a jar that big of clotted cream. £7.75. £7.75.
It's like we're back in Norway. Right.
I'm really not happy about that.
Let's go to the lighthouse, which I believe is the most westerly point.
Yeah, it's probably like 20 quid to even go and look at it here.
And yeah, we don't even have scones.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the road?
We have brought ourselves up to Ardnamurchan Lighthouse. Quite an interesting drive down here, and just a little word of caution. Once you get to the entrance where those traffic lights were, I would say anything longer than about 6 metres, and certainly anything wider than about 2.5 metres. Loads of little sort of tight walls and tight narrow ways, and it doesn't say anything about maximum width, so just be mindful. You might want to park maybe a k or so or a mile or so away and walk up. It's going to explore the lighthouse, and the freezing cold conditions continue. Although interestingly, on all the higher peaks, no snow.
I think it's just the wind. If the wind wasn't here, it actually wouldn't be too bad, but
Yeah.
it's the wind is making it really, really cold.
And someone's still grumbling about, what you said, you were going to have to take your time eating your scone?
Yeah, I need to spend at least 10 minutes to make the value of what I paid for it worthwhile.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
They should at least put prices on the goods, because at least then you know you're going to be ripped off before you get to the till, and you can have a choice.
It's a Scottish surprise. Yeah, see, out of that wind,
It's all right out of the window.
it's not too bad. Goodness me. Hey, big old foghorn. Ho, ho. That was quite good, actually. I've got visions of this going off and right now and scaring the bejeebies out of me. There you go, foghorn and lighthouse. Foghorn?
You're going on about.
No idea. Apologies in advance if this is completely untrue, but out in the distance maybe the Isle of Skye as well. And here a grumpy wife. Sitting in the seat didn't help then, no?
I was there nowhere near long enough.
Take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Maybe then I can relax. Maybe then I can relax.
That's a little bit the size of your comic.
Kill Kenny!
Oh, that is Baltic. Absolutely Baltic.
I can't move, I'm so cold.
Oh my goodness me, that is so cold.
I think it said it's going to feel like -6.
Oh lordy be, that is very, very cold indeed.
Don't think we'll be up here too long.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. In fact, I think we're about to go back to the van now. I was really hoping, I know we said we were going to try to avoid going into coffee shops and stuff, but I was kind of hoping there was going to be something open up here, but everything in the region looks to open in sort of end of March, beginning of April time, so.
I had to walk up backwards to get up here because the wind's so strong.
That's because the wind goes into your hood and creates like some sort of immovable force. Right, back to the van, I say.
Take my hand and lead even when I disagree.
So we have brought ourselves down to Sana, a little beach car park, and there was some lovely Airbnbs on the way, just beautiful.
Where do they eat? There's nothing there.
You to go and eat. Actually, speaking of which, whenever we were on our way up from Cambridge, we stopped off at our little regular spot just outside Wigan. Great little place to stay. I'll put the what 3 words location down below. And there was a duck in the farmyard that was imitating Nicola. Yeah, and for those of you who are going, come on Nigel, that's not fair, let me just remind you of the little picture of Nicola with her head in the horse bag, in the feed bag.
I actually get a bit panicky when I come places like this. I think I might have a bit of like agoraphobia or something.
Yes.
It's just too open with nothing, no facilities.
But look at it though.
It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, I think the scenery is stunning. But where's the pub? Where's the shop? Where's the toilets? I just get panicky if I haven't got anywhere to go. And not as in go, as in to go visit.
Anyway, speaking of food, it might be time to feed this one.
Oh, absolutely is. It's way past that time.
Let's get her fed. Number 1 priority. Number 2 will be squeezing her. Well, this is a little bit nice.
It's beautiful.
We actually got Nicola out for a little bit of dander before feeding. And this is beautiful. So this is Sana Beach, which is absolutely spectacular. Reminds me quite a lot of Donegal actually, some of the beaches there, but it's just beautiful. The colour of the water, very Hebridean. Oh, Scotland. Ooh, I freaking love you.
This is a warning from the past to make sure you're learning from mistakes that you did last.
Well guys, just very quick, because the battery's low on the old GoPro. It is Valentine's Day after all, so we've decided to park up in the little Calmac ferry port and take the mile walk up to the hotel for a little drinky. We'll catch up in the morning.
Don't try to cover up your ways in light of what you've seen so far. There are better ways.
Well, good morning guys. Very quiet night down here at the port, and an absolutely phenomenal meal up at the hotel. Nicola had fish and chips. I had deep fried haggis. Ooh, or battered haggis, actually, battered haggis. The chips were incredible. The food was amazing. The crack was good. Yeah, so pleased we stayed down here. It's about a 1k walk up to the hotel. We did walk back in the complete pitch dark, mind you. Got really disorientated, but a really peaceful night down here at the port. Fresh dusting of snow on the hills as well. It was raining overnight, so Not a surprise that there's a little fresh dusting of snow. But our plan this morning is, once Nicola decides to get up, we are going to go and explore the rest of Ardnamurchan, and here we're on a bit of a mission to try to find a shower. We have pinpointed 2 locations, so hopefully we'll be able to grab one of those. The little community hall that's down here, which does have showers, unfortunately isn't going to be open again until the springtime. So I'm just out having a little bit of fresh air, maybe seeing whether there's any morning light, which I don't think there's going to be, and then we'll go get Nicola up and get on our way. But Ardnamurchan, oh my giddy aunt, she's absolutely enthralled me. I have loved it. Well guys, good morning again. Yes, managed to get someone out and ready. So we are going to spend the next hour or so here catching up with a little bit of work. There's reasonable internet connection and of course access to that all-important loo as well. And then I guess we're going to go and try to find someone to shower.
Oh, I desperately need a shower. My hair, that's why I've got the hat on. Hair's bad.
Yeah, my hair is pretty all over the place as well. And then we'll carry on exploring the rest of Ardnamurchan. Now it does look as though today and tomorrow are going to be the best, in inverted quotes, weather. And then maybe we're going to get a little bit of rain. But that, as always, will be a story for next time. Right guys, well once again, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, once again, somewhere in Ardnamurchan, take care. Bye bye.